Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
Yo, everyone's here.
That's good.
Everyone's good. We good, which means we are back for another night of Island Boys football talk. Of course, you got your three hosts in the building. Shrede representing the 2023 number one pick in the draft, Carolina Panthers. You got C Money representing the 2022-2023 NFC champions, Philadelphia Eagles. And then we got C Money representing the 2022-2023 NFC West champs 49ers. So we're good to have everyone back today. Of course, we all know it's draft week. We're gonna run down a few of the draft rumors, run through our teams one final time, and then our final mock draft before it's all said and done on Thursday. I know there's quite a bit of stuff to go about in terms of our teams with a few rumors. I think Panthers, got some rumors. 49ers got some rumors. Philly got some rumors. So we're gonna go through quite a bit tonight, and then we'll do our final mock draft. But we appreciate everyone watching the show and tuning into our Island Boys Football Talk show to keep it going. So without further ado, since the message came up that the Panthers are on the clock, I think I should start. We are definitely on the clock. I tuned into Frank Wright's presser today, his press conference. We had a voluntary minicamp today. Everyone was there. Probably about 2 persons weren't, but we had a lot of support. Thielen was out there. Chalk was out there, but he wasn't playing. Of course, the big news came that Brian Bonds just did ankle surgery a few days ago, but he will be ready for training camp. I think that puts more of a need in the edge rusher department for Carolina because if Bryce Young, if Brian Bonds isn't ready, we don't have any edge rusher. So I think Panthers may target edge rushers in this draft. But outside of that, we know what's the elephant in the room. That number one pick, Frank Wright, did say today that Scott Fitterer came into his office and said, "Who is your number one pick?" And it looks like both of them are on the same page of who their number one pick is going to be. They haven't. Scott Fitterer also said he haven't sit down. He have not yet sit down with David Tepper to give him the talk on who they're going to draft. But I think all signs lead that there's an overall consensus in the building of who they're going to draft. It's looked like that for a long time. I still got my money on the big bad Bryce. Well, there's little Bryce Young because he's small. But if you're gonna trade up from 9 to 1, it definitely ain't for Will Levis because he ain't getting. You could have get he at 3 or 4. Yeah, guy. Anthony Richardson could turn out to be the best quarterback in the draft, but he wouldn't have gone number 1 or 2. He could have gone to Arizona and made the trade. I do believe it's Bryce Young, but I'm leaning 95% Bryce Young, 4% Stroud. Because Stroud getting a lot of backlash in the media. But I think Carolina had really liked Stroud. And I know they could bash him in. And I was telling KG earlier yesterday that S2 score that he scored a 18 or a 100. That's bullshit. I don't care what nobody say. He scored a damn 18 or a thing. And then he blew off the Madden camp. He didn't even commit to the Madden camp. So that's I think somebody is blowing smoke on it because they want CJ Stroud to fall to him. I think that's the real rumor. That somebody wants CJ Stroud to fall so they can get it. And my pick is, I think it's the Raiders. The Raiders want Stroud to fall. The Colts, it looks like the Colts are already in love with Levis. And then speaking with Shane today, had this big odds of Will Levis going up. I think that's another smoke screen as well. Because Shane, you see the thing with the odds. Will Levis odds went up, but Bryce Young odds went down.
Right.
If somebody going up to number 1, that means the number 1 presumed pick the odds should go down.
Yeah, but I believe somebody leaked in your camp that you're going with CJ Stroud. That's all I blew up my phone for the last.
I don't think it's Stroud.
Them say I in love with Stroud.
This is what it was. The coaches had a liking for Stroud, right? The coaches there, which is Frank Wright, who've been coaching Tyler things. Josh McCown is a big fan of Stroud, but the execs, Fitterer, and those scouts,
Bryce Young.
they are the ones that were on Bryce Young. And as Frank Wright said today in his press conference, there the scouts are way more ahead than the coaches when it comes to evaluation of these prospects. Because remember, that's the scout's job to
That's
go
because
there and
what come
scout.
earlier.
Yeah, that's their job. They go around and scout. So I listened to what Frank Wright was saying today. They say, oh, we had a conviction on someone, and as time kept going, it got more and more thing. What he's trying to say is that they like Bryce Young, they like CJ Stroud, but the scouts that are doing all the work, which is Scott Fitterer as well. Remember, he was a scout, he was a national scout for Seattle. They were the ones that liked Bryce Young, and Bryce Young just kept winning over the Teppers. The Teppers spent time with his family. He came in and he just started to win them over. They said one thing that goes unnoticed is when Bryce Young sat down with Frank Wright, he wowed Frank Wright with the way that he processes things. Not to get me wrong with CJ Stroud. They say CJ Stroud is a good processor too. But the Panthers are one of the teams that are high on their cognition test. David Tepper is an analytical man and they love the cognition test. He get 98 out of 100 on that cognition test. Tepper does licky chops on them kind of stuff. But just the way that he can process and dissect a game, like we said, if Bryce Young was 6'2", 210, it wouldn't be an argument that he's the number one thing. But he comes with risks, that small frame. Like I say, one free blitzer up the gap and one spear like Uru Marines, and then that's it. He out for the rest of the year. But the guy, he's been playing like that all his life. He's not got injured. It's not like he was playing. Like I tell somebody today, he ain't playing in the Pac-12 or the Big 12 that you score that ain't got no defense. You play in the SEC. Most of them players coming out of the SEC. So he playing in the mini and he playing in the mini NFL already. This year he didn't have the weapons like Stroud. Stroud could have chunked the ball up to Marvin Harrison half the time, and Marvin Harrison catch that ball one time. I just think it's you don't trade up for a safe pick as in Stroud. You trade up for the go for all pick, which is Bryce Young. If his body holds up, he'll be the best quarterback in this draft. Right now, he is the best quarterback in the draft after I did my film and so. And another person said, if you rank these quarterbacks this year with Caleb Williams and Drake May next year, what's the ranking? Stroud was either one or not Stroud. Bryce Young was either one or two in them rankings from the analysts. Caleb Williams sometimes was one, Bryce Young was two, Drake May was one, Bryce Young was two, and then some of them had Bryce Young one and two. Bryce Young frame is what knocking him. But outside of the frame, the way he sees the game, I'll live with it. And he did a lot of RPO in Alabama. And I saw Miles Sanders today, Jizzle, because we had our voluntary minicamp. And they were doing some RPO drills with Matt Corral. But Bryce Young with Matt Corral, Bryce Young with Miles Sanders and the rest of the gang, I can't complain. But like Shane say, it could be still could be strong. For all I know, it could be Will Levis. Will Levis must have get a call and say he picked me and he went there run him out. I don't know. And then it could be Anthony Richardson still because if Anthony Richardson puts everything together, he'll be the best quarterback in this draft with his upside. But I just think you don't trade up to number one to go on a question mark, which is Anthony Richardson. You still got to put it together. You don't go up to number one to think that you're getting a Josh Allen or a Will Levis. I think you go up for Bryce Young. So I think at 8-10, when they say with the first pick in the 2023 NFL draft, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young. And it's like Frank Wright said, they kind of had an idea who they wanted, and the scouts only helped them get to more conviction. I think it was Bryce Young all along that they wanted. It's just like I said, some coaches really like Stroud, but the whole organization, Bryce Young just kept winning them over. I don't know if you saw the rumors today. They said the Texans and the Raiders really wanted Bryce Young. They really want that's telling you something that they really wanted Bryce Young. Remember, the Texans was on the verge of getting the number one pick until the Panthers add in DJ Moore, and then that flipped the switch because the Texans were going up number one, and we know they're going up for Bryce Young. Once the Panthers added in DJ Moore, the Bears said, "We good to go. Let's go." So the Panthers swooped in. Why would I swoop into number one and not take Bryce Young? When you know the Texans want Bryce Young, I just swoop into number 3 or 4. Well, not the Colts, you can't swoop into 4. But I swoop into 3 to Arizona.
I think Arizona still trade that pick away.
Well, they high on Lyman.
Still looking. Yeah.
All right, I think they high, but the problem is if the Panthers go Bryce Young, the wild card is the Texans because we don't know what they want to do.
I don't know if the Texans will really go quarterback. I really don't know.
That's the issue. So the thing is, Arizona probably lick them chops on Will Anderson. Right. The Texans most definitely gonna go Will Anderson. Coming out of Arizona camp, they hire on Paris Johnson the tackle. They feel they could trade down a few spots and still pick up Paris Johnson or Tyree Wilson. But the Texans, D'Amico Ryans, he's a defensive background.
So I think I was having. I don't know if I think it was KJ I was having a conversation with or what, but I got a feeling D'Amico's gonna go defense just like how the 49ers went.
My thing about it is that if I'm a Texans fan, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna put Case Keenum out there to play, but who going to that game?
Them got Mills, man.
What are the chances that you getting the quarterback of the future? I mean, we
always talking about next year.
But that's the thing. So you trying to if you don't draft a quarterback, which is the Texans, you definitely telling me that you're gonna draft a quarterback next year, which means you think that this season ain't gonna be good. So you trying to tell me as a fan, I gotta go through 17 games of nonsense? I don't know if you guys side.
Like KG partner, say trust the process.
I don't know if you guys side. The agent that represents CJ Stroud represents Deshaun Watson. So the Texans gotta be like, they must have said like, I ain't dealing with this nonsense again. Yeah, because he and Deshaun, that's a falling oak.
I got a feeling you're gonna see D'Amico go defense. They're gonna rely heavy on what he named them running back, and then put Davis Mills in a position where they could at least make some noise and set themselves up for the future.
I know. I saw one executive say, "This is the most question mark draft in a long time because you actually can't really tell where each team lean into." Because they said a team like Seattle, that's a luxury pick. That wasn't their pick. They could actually draft Anthony Richardson and groom him right behind Geno Smith.
Look at today. Look at this morning. Green Bay is now in the fold for a quarterback. And they got a good pick because they trade picks with the Jets.
So they got a number 13 pick from 15.
Exactly. So they could
also, the Titans want to trade up. The problem with the Titans is the two teams that up there is in them division, the Texans and the Colts.
Yeah.
You can't move up on them. You got to give up too much unless you're going to number 3 for the Cardinals.
Or again, you play your cards and see who draft what and jump, like you said, jump in that Cardinals spot. They might give the Cardinals Derrick Henry and something else in swap first runs or whatever. You never know.
So it kind of tricky as in how the draft can actually go because again too, the Panthers could muck it up by picking a quarterback nobody expect.
Right.
Because if you do the thing about it, I know there's another rumor and it say that the Colts hoping that Stroud don't be there at number 4. Because the issue with that is the Colts hire on Will Levis. But how do you take Will Levis over Stroud?
Yeah.
So that's the issue. The Colts hoping that 1, 2, and 3, Bryce Young and Stroud gone. Well, for sure, Bryce Young will be gone. But the Colts hoping that
Bryce Young may drop.
I don't think so. Bryce Young ain't passing 1 or 2.
I say Bryce Young may go 4 to the Colts.
There's a reason he stopped his visits after the Texans. The Texans tell he straight up, if Carolina's stupid enough to leave you go, and don't draft you, redrafting you. I think that the only quarterback then would draft. The other quarterback, the Texans probably just in sold on, and like you say, you still got Davis Mills. And the Texans believe that they got a number 2 pick and number 12 pick.
Yeah.
They believe that the number 12 pick that they could get a quarterback there. What they believe one of the quarterbacks gonna fall. The thing is, you got the Lions and the Seahawks with 2 luxury picks. They're the 2 teams that could actually stash a quarterback and groom him.
Yeah, man, don't say the Seahawks gonna fuck up the draft. They want good defense.
The Seahawks like this Anthony Richardson kind of remind them of like Russell and Gino and them. Yeah. So that's a luxury pick. You still got a pick further down too. So it kind of iffy. The Raiders would like to trade up to get a thing. They just don't want to give up a lot. But if one of these quarterbacks take a tumble, I think a team gonna trade up. I think most of what they're saying is the quarterback most likely to take the tumble is Anthony Richardson. Will Levis gain a lot of steam out of nowhere coming up to the draft? But the Colts really like he reminds Steichen really like Will Levis. I thought Steichen would have liked Anthony Richardson.
There's a lot of comparison with Will Levis and Andrew Luck. That's another one of the reasons why they're so big.
And he got the Josh Allen type frame.
Right, exactly.
So there's a lot of stuff that they could look at, but I think the wild card is Stroud. If the Texans don't take him, it put a couple teams in a predicament of do I trade up? Or the Colts gonna be like, damn. You mean to tell me that if I gotta pick up Will Levis and Stroud, and I really wanted Will Levis, and I pick Will Levis over Stroud, that gonna be a backlash for the Colts, or Stroud might be the best quarterback coming out of that draft, and we just figure it up. So the Colts gotta be there frightened. Cause that Stroud thing gonna be and the Cardinals just waiting for somebody to give them a deal and then take up. If Stroud pass number 2, somebody gonna trade up to number 3 for the Stroud. Somebody gonna trade up to number 3. But like I say, for the Panthers, I lean in heavily 95% Bryce Young. But I'll never count out the others because I ain't in the building. One source that others follow on Twitter, she said that one of his close sources used to work in the Panthers front office, but he just left earlier this year. But a lot of his close friends are still in the building, and he told them, don't believe the hype and nothing else. It was Bryce Young from the start. When they made the trade, they made the trade for Bryce Young. Only questionable thing they were worried about is like his durability. But as the evaluation process went on, it was just more and more Bryce Young. Like I say, some of those coaches really like CJ Stroud, but the big execs in that building, they were going Bryce Young. To me, Bryce Young is the best quarterback in that building. If you take away his small frame, he's the total package. So I think for us, it's definitely going to be Bryce Young. But we just got to wait on Thursday to clarify my prediction, because my prediction may be wrong. I don't always be right. But it's definitely... If I stand up there on this show and I hear the first pick in the draft is Will Levis, I just knock off my screen. It's not to say I don't like him, but why at number 1? That's my thing. I ain't knocking off my screen. If I hear Bryce Young, I clap. Stroud, I clap. Anthony Richardson, I clap. But I still got a little inside of me like, Jesus Christ, we could have get here at 3 or 4 or something.
What if it's Will Levis?
That's why I say I coming off the show. Not at number 1. At number 1, you're going for somebody with the potential to do so. Bryce Young to me is that potential that you see already. Anthony Richardson is that potential that you can unlock.
Right.
That's how I look at the quarterback. CJ Stroud is that one that you see what you're getting. A very accurate passer. He don't beat you nowhere else. So which means the pocket gotta be clean and he can dice you. See, Bryce Young could do stuff. Anthony Richardson can do stuff. That's the difference. You see Bryce Young doing it already. Anthony Richardson, you vision what he could do. But I can't take the red rifle starting week 1 with Anthony Richardson there. So I think the Bryce, I can't do it. So I definitely think it's going to be the Carolina Panthers going with Bryce Young. And then Our real draft starts from pick number 39, which we'll see what happens. But coming up at Carolina, it looks all good to be Bryce Young. On Thursday, you will see a happy Shrede or a Shrede that might have to drink too much because he know what is going on out there. So
Go over, so we're going over. Do it
we
quick.
can see. Oh, what going on? This fellow out here talking. She ain't taking over. What going on, San Fran? Hey.
So you know, I ain't got no worries on the first day. I ain't got no worries on the first day. So I here in the draft room. John Lynch gave a presser yesterday, talking about the rumors. Everybody here with rumors about Trey Lance, trading for Trey Lance. He kind of put it down, but a lot of people saying they kind of read into his words because he's saying he ain't saying that Trey Lance will be here. He's saying he hoped that Trey Lance here. And people reading into that because at the end of the day, if the man don't want to be there, he ain't gonna be there. But if he there, he gonna be there, right? And I think it'd be stupid. Well, nobody gonna want to pay the price that we gonna want.
I think that's the biggest thing there. I don't think nobody come up with an offer that the man even look at and like.
Yeah, if we gotta get up Trey Lance, we gonna be back in the fold Thursday. We're gonna be right there without you talking. I gonna be right there up in the fold without you talking on Thursday. Like, have to go for a first round.
I don't think he would get a first round though. Cause the problem is that's like an Anthony Richardson thing. You're going on potential because he play as much due to injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You're still on the potential of what he could do. That's why I don't think it will be a first round. But like I said, it could be wrong. I would give you multiple seconds if I got. But I think like you thinking the same way like John Lynch. You ain't leaving him go if you ain't giving me no first round.
You gotta give me a couple.
Exactly. So it's tough.
So that to me, I think that's one of the biggest smoke screens out there. I think going on because what I hear from the camp is that we even feeling the cars coming in. But they ain't talking to nobody who could make decisions about that. It's just like, yeah, what you got? What's this and that? And nobody with potential really come in with anything. You know what I'm saying?
The only issue is that you have to give up a big cap hit if you trade Trey Lance.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
No,
like a 9 mil cap hit.
They ain't gonna pick up the 5th-year option.
Right.
The 5th-year option is the option that would cover the most of it.
He told you, okay. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got one
He
more.
got 9 mil cap hit this year.
I think he the number 3 pick, so he gonna have a bit of a cap hit.
To me, 9 million ain't much stand up, but still
For a quarterback, no.
a quarterback.
If you got the cap space.
If we have space, exactly. Which we training and know. Like Glenn said, the biggest thing right now in San Fran is we gotta pay Bosa. Bosa is the biggest thing I don't concern right now, and everything else after that. So because we got signed Bosa, you got Brandon Ayuk and Javon Kinlaw, who on their 5th-year option. We ain't gonna decide whether or not we're gonna pick up their 5th-year option until after the draft. One of them gonna get it, and one of them ain't gonna get it. And I think Kinlaw ain't gonna get a 5th-year option. And I think Ayuk gonna get a 5th-year option. He also talked about where Purdy is and Purdy making strides, and he was praising Purdy. And a lot of rumors going out that Purdy is gonna be the future quarterback for the finals, and that's why I think the rumors start up with Lance. But Lance ready to play? No, Lance has been cleared to play. Purdy has not. Purdy's still recovering. He had another 2-3 months covering. So I think you're gonna see Trey Lance in September starting for the 49ers. And if Trey Lance winning games, I don't think you're bringing Purdy. You leave Purdy sitting and rest the elbow.
But this guy forget that the best quarterback on that team is Sammy D. The guy forget that Sammy D would be the perfect person to run that Kyle Shanahan offense there, Jizzle. Well, he got a lot. He don't trust Sammy D.
It's gonna be a quarterback battle.
I ain't trust no damn Sammy D. Sammy D back there, he just in case. He gonna be a just in case.
You think Sammy D went there and say, I come in here to be quarterback 3? Not he. He knows better than that.
He said what the hell he was. You think what he named has said that too? You said what the hell he was. I don't see he beating Purdy.
No. Purdy, I mean to say like if Purdy's QB1, but I don't think he'll be healthy for the start of the season.
He won't be. Yeah, I don't think.
Right, which means I actually think Sammy D could win that QB1 for the start of the season. That's my prediction. Not to take anything against Trey Lance, it's just that.
But we gotta remember, right, that Trey Lance win that position last year. Ain't like he was forced in that position. He win that position last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he get injured. So whatever Kyle seen in Trey, we ain't get to see it yet because he only played 2 games.
Yeah.
1.5 games, I should say. We ain't get to see what he could potentially. The first game was in a freaking monsoon. In the second game, he get injured. Right? So we ain't get to see Trey Lance yet. Kyle seen it and put him in the starting position. So that's why I think going on.
Like I said, it kind of stuff that Jimmy can do, Trey Lance could do. The arm, the mobility, and I think that kind of entice Shanahan and them. But
I think because that the 49ers offense is such a quarterback-friendly type of offense, you kind of think that any quarterback could actually step in there and be successful.
Right. So here the joke.
That's the reason why we kind of see Sammy D could actually step in and be the starter. Because he's the one who has the most experience, most
right.
But I think Sammy D is a stronger arm, a little bit more athletic body.
I could agree to that.
I think so.
I could agree to that.
Sam got a better arm than Pody.
I need a drink.
And he a little bit more athletic.
I could agree to that.
Yeah, I think he's a stronger arm.
I don't think
athletic.
at any point in time you would say that Pody would have been a number 1 draft pick.
No, I
wouldn't. See,
right.
Pody scored high. Pody had scored high on the S2 calculation test too. He good at processing.
Calculation test is nonsense.
No.
What I gotta do?
Pody scored really high on that test. He's a good processor, you know. He's a good processor of the game. Pody is a good processor of the game. He can process it. It's just like I said, he didn't have any intangibles that can blow you away. He's steady. See, you go there and say Pody gonna dominate you with the arm? No. Dominate you with the physical traits? Hell no. He ain't there. But he knows to run the offense.
He accurate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say Sam Darnold is probably a stronger arm, more athletic Pody.
But can Sam Darnold maneuver Kyle Shanahan offense?
I do believe so. I ain't gonna. The Jets. Sam Darnold was terrible, and I ain't blame it all on he. I saw a different Sam Darnold when the line got together last year. It was actually a lot better, which was a calmer, more mature-minded Donald. The thing is with that, with the 49ers, he got so much weapons, and he ain't got to be the guy. He ain't got to be the guy.
Yeah, a lot.
He got McCaffrey in the back.
Yeah.
He got Kittle. He got Ayuk. He got Debo. All them. He don't have to be the guy. He just got to stay within the system. He run a different system, which I do believe he could actually do better in. So,
well, we see. It's gonna be a 1-2-3 battle out there, and I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated in training camps. Who's why?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big battle.
Who ain't get the edge? But the job is up in the air. So I was watching another talk show last night, and they say the partner was joking. He said Trey Lance is number 1 quarterback. All he got to do is win 10 games straight, and everybody bust out laughing because before they win, 6-7 games straight.
Yeah.
But the realization of everything is that Pody ain't gonna be ready to start. Not from the Tommy John surgery.
No, he ain't going. No, he
be ready. I don't think he can get clear in time. And at that point, like I said, I gotta say Lance gonna start because Lance is the most ready quarterback now. Already been through an off season with Shanahan. Donald still gotta go through that. Now, if Donald pick up the book and run with the book, maybe. I still think Kyle in love with Trey. So we gonna see, but that's the thing. But
the thing is too, if you start Sam Darnold with Trey Lance actually being healthy at the start of the season, you're admitting that was a mistake with Trey Lance. That's another thing you gotta watch.
That's true too. Yeah.
You can't just go there and start Darnold and say, "Oh well, Darnold had a better camp." That means you telling your fan base, but I give up 3 first round pick. That I could have not. I could have all of them
But you
and
know,
went there back for Trey Lance.
I can okay with giving them up to what we have right now. You know what I'm saying? I am.
You okay
Yeah,
with it?
right.
The
I am.
problem is, I guarantee not that whole that gonna take a lot of backlash out there.
That's okay. You get them a fucking Lombardi trophy, them will be alright and come. They will shut the hell up quick. You understand what I'm saying? Right. We get them on one kill, them on call, them on fire, everything. We get in their players winning Lombardi trophy, they will be hush them ass in praise and you can hear them turn court quick.
The reason for Trey Lance acquisition was that he could do stuff that Garoppolo had limitations on.
Right.
That's the whole point of drafting him, because then you could have drafted nobody else. But the point of Trey Lance was he gives you the qualities that Garoppolo couldn't give you, which was moving around the pocket, escape abilities, that strong arm and them stuff. That's what the gamble was. Now it's up to see if it could. We gotta see if it's gonna play out. The problem is right now he just ain't being healthy enough for it to play out. Right. No fault of Shanahan or Lynch. Is just that's how the NFL works sometimes. Sometimes the injuries just derail certain person's career. You just look at Andrew Luck. He the top notch quarterback, was gonna dominate, but it just couldn't take the injuries.
Yeah. I kind of think that we have a good conundrum. I like it. I'd rather have that conundrum. As long as we settle on who's gonna start and we ain't playing the who had to do it 1 year with bringing in quarterbacks every 2 players and the quarterback didn't have a chance to like gel. Somebody had 2 quarterbacks and they were bringing them in 1 series.
I think they're the Dolphins, one of them all they're just bringing in
all kind of stuff. I'd rather have the conundrum now where okay, we got 3 quarterbacks who could be starters, who gonna get it?
I don't want that up and down thing.
Right. Like I'd rather have and then hash that shit out in training camp. And then we go in with whoever we go in with. I think as long as we winning, we are. Like you said, yeah, you might have some backlash if Trey Lance don't start. I don't give a flying flip. That's me.
But if you look like garbage in training camp, I mean.
Right. Well, why are you not stopping for if you look like just because you draft him, just because you give up picks, and he look like shit, he ain't ready. You put somebody else who ain't ready, he might turn wrong. And like again, like I say, the guy is 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers sit 4 years behind a freaking Brett Favre. It's like, come on, guys. Even if he might already stack him back there, keep him back there, and then bring him out when he's ready. We don't have to start him right now. Our team built and already shown that we can make it to the playoffs with a freaking 7th round draft pick. Down to the Super Bowl with a 7th round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Get the pieces together. Get that guy that can take us to the promised land and walk that in and let Trey. Don't rush Trey Lance in if he ain't ready. Just leave him keep fermenting, and then when he's ready to pop, you pop him out. And that's me. And again, I totally agree. I may be the only freaking fan base in San Francisco.
I think with San Fran fan base, because them so much into win now mode, they don't want to see nobody. They don't want to hear nothing about time to develop. I think that's the issue. Like, remember that first year when the Eagles had made the playoffs last year? Not this past season, the season before. That next season, what we are talking about? Well, this team ready to win. Jalen Hurts got to prove himself because else we go and look for a quarterback. I think it's the same case with San Fran. This team on the brink of winning. I don't want to hear nothing about where we Trey Lance need another year or thing. You need a quarterback that could come in and win now. And everybody in ours on the same time level.
Right.
That's how it was, because the thing for the Eagles was, we make the playoffs, we should not make it, we get the experience. That team, we make all the acquisitions. It all on Jalen Hurts. He either figure it out this year or we moving on. The good thing is he figured it out. I guarantee if he didn't figure it out, he wasn't a quarterback this year going forward. Got a team ready to win. Mm-hmm. The same thing with Trey Lance. Yeah, injuries, stunted development. But to the fans and the brass, this team in win now mode for like the next 2-3 years. Yeah. You can't come tell me Trey Lance need the next 2 years to develop. By the time he ready, we got to break up the team and start to retool all around. So we need somebody that come in now and sing. I think they had really liked Jimmy, but Jimmy had the limitations. You had to pay Jimmy some money. the hope was that Trey Lance would have learned that first year. He could have been able to take the starting position next year, which he did, but he got injured.
Exactly.
The hope is this year he gonna be back to full and he gonna think. If not, the good thing was last year we saw a star. Porter. Porter was your star. He wasn't nothing to me as the person Porter as the athlete. He was nothing. Just a normal thing. But Porter ran the system to perfection. He ran it the right way how Shanahan wanted. And it was just that's what I'm saying. I think Lance and Porter to me is kind of two different. Porter built for that Shanahan style scheme. I think Lance is more to me like a excluding a strong arm. You run a scheme like Philly, by staking or running. That's the kind of scheme I run for Lance. But Shanahan is a wizard when it comes to doing quarterbacks and so he again last year he did adjust the offense just a bit, to help to work with Lance Trey Lance strengths. The team like he ain't gonna adjust. It's the same thing like Frank Wright dealt with tall quarterbacks all he whole career. Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, all those guys tall. If they go draft Bryce Young at 5'10", 190 pounds, of course he got to adjust. He can't run him out there the same way like them big quarterbacks. He got to learn to adjust. Play to your person's strengths. Only good coaches know how to maximize the strength. Steichen and Sirianni maximize Jalen Hurts' strengths. How you do that? You build around them too. The 49ers got a good supporting cast and a good line. The Eagles got a good supporting cast and good line. They got some teams that don't do that and they do it the wrong way, and then you see what happened. What happened now to Stafford? I had like Stafford. Supporting cast ain't good, offensive line ain't good, and nearly killed Stafford last year.
Nearly kill him.
It gonna happen. Look at Geno, a perfect example. We all had know that Geno just a backup quarterback. You give him Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf and Kenneth Walker, and then you build a little good line around him. He get 3 years, 90 mil or something nonsense like that. You got to know how to play to them strengths. And I don't think Geno did anything spectacular either. It's just they put the pieces around him and they put a system in place for him and to walk. He does walk all the time. Kirk Cousins, we don't bash Kirk Cousins, but he always put up numbers. The system does work for Kirk Cousins. He followed the Giants, put up damn near 50 points on them in the playoffs. Exactly. He ain't Kirk Cousins. So, like I said, I just think with the San Fran, everybody mindset so much into we've been to the Super Bowl. We right there every year in the NFC. Don't come tell me nothing about Trey Lance time to develop. You get that nonsense. You better get he developed right now in the off season and win a Super Bowl.
But in your back pocket, you got a point. In your back pocket.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. It's like ain't like okay, like the Eagles, like you brought up the Eagles. You say the Eagles, Jalen Hurts had to do something last year. Eagles ain't had nobody in their back pocket. Who they would have turned to Jalen Hurts didn't develop. They had nobody in their back pocket. We have that luxury. We have that conundrum.
But you see, so I think
I always say I train ready by. Before they come
no, but I think the pressure on the train now because they so know that they got Porter there.
Right. No, of course. No,
they
got to play
this is the same year that talk about Jalen Hurts with that. Jalen Hurts got to prove himself this year. This is the Trey Lance prove yourself here because guess what? You're either gonna come here and win that starting job and lead your team to the thing, and then you and Porter battle it, or you can't go in straight, get traded right there, and somebody take a flyer in your last year, your rookie deal, and you got to deal with that.
Imagine we got caliber of a quarterback of Porter on our roster, and he don't count against our salary cap. You know what I'm saying? He don't count against. He's a room last pick in the draft. He don't count against the salary cap.
Yeah, he 4 years, $2 million, nothing guaranteed, and them kind of stuff.
Don't count on the salary cap. So imagine now we say, well, trade away Trey Lance. Look how starting quarterback, a guy that really don't exist on the books. You know, but again, like you said, Lance now have to come out there and win back that starting job. And I think he know that.
But all eyes on him, we know that.
All eyes on him. But we'll see what happens in the coming. But to the draft, though, we don't draft to the third round. let's say the draft is full of depth players. I think you're gonna see us going for a lot of depth players. I don't think we're looking for no starters unless something freaky happened and somebody dropped in the third round, which I don't think that happened. There is some names out there that I see that could be starters in the third round. I was watching a show last night where the finals from the last, I think from 2019 to 2022, the fifth round has been the magic round for the finals. All our fifth round picks have been like gems for us. So
Uh, well, this draft, based on who you talk to, executives say executives said this draft only got 15 first round prospects.
where he from?
That one executive who does analyze the draft say he said this is one of the weakest drafts in years. It just ain't strong with. He trying to say like most of the prospects is second or fourth round pick. They don't have high level players. You know, he said it's only 15 that they would grade first round on.
Wow. I like to see his 15 because I can see a deep pull. I mean, the running backs in this class is off the chain.
This is a big running back class.
The edge rushers.
But you see, the problem is running backs value don't always
Yeah,
drop
you
anyhow.
can't tell me a running back in again in
You put Bijan and Pablo Jamal Gibbs as first round grades. They ain't gonna put nobody else at first round grades. Not another one get talked about at first round. Like I say, everybody got on between second and fourth. But that one executive say it is not deep, it's not high, it's a class that has a lot of good prospects, but not a lot of high level talent. Another fella say with Levis at number one doesn't bother me. It will just set me free from this shit organization. So if them draft with Levis, he said he got.
Uh,
That's why I stayed on our social media for today and tomorrow, especially tomorrow and Thursday. I can't do it.
it got to me. It got a lot of deep gems you can find. What we aiming at in our draft picks is in the third round. You're gonna probably see us go for more defensive players. Um, Probably a corner, maybe another lineman, maybe another linebacker, but we're gonna focus on defense. Maybe a safety. It just depends on who fall there. You can probably see us go some O line help, and then tight end to just give some depth to Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
And that can probably be our mock draft board. You're gonna see there. But other
All
than that,
right.
we coming in heavy in the third round with 3 picks. Hope some of you fellas muck it up so the point maybe some of them fellas slide down to the bottom of
No,
the third round.
no, we good.
as a man take and say, good luck.
All right. So before we switch to Jizzle, we're just gonna shout out the big bass Wheeler. Wheeler's in the building watching our show. Pick up yourself, Wheeler. But don't come in here and talk about no Peter Madden again. This this
He love
Peter
me.
Madden. Peter Madden retired damn near 10 years. Don't come in here and talk about no Peter Madden again. Wheeler. All right, Jizzle. Head over to the Phillies. This
Well,
Philadelphia Eagles.
in Philadelphia, I think the big talk for the past week and a half was Jalen Hurts. Big contract, $255 million contract. He got what, 174 million guaranteed. But he's probably gonna get all of that next year. And after that, the rest of that contract is gonna barrel down to the next couple of years. He put the ink on the paper yesterday. And in his press conference, he said, "Yeah, I got the money, but I care about getting championships. I ain't care about the money too much. I mean, easy to see when you just signed a contract for 255 mil, but it's good to hear that from your quarterback thinking about winning championships and stuff like that. And also, he said is he didn't want a fully guaranteed contract because he also wanted to help out the team with the cap space and stuff like that too as well, with bringing in players too. So, and you could see in that contract too where I think in what year 3, 4, and 5, it ain't a big crazy cap hit he dealing with. It's about what 35 mil he getting in those last 3 years. So that's good. Um, but other than that, ain't much to talk about with what's going on so far the off season other than the draft. I mean, we got a 10 pick and the 31st pick. Um, there's a lot of talk about us going for Bijan Robinson as a running back. I mean, would like to see, I mean, that type of explosive running back in the backfield going against that offensive line with the weapons that we got on the outside too as well. I mean, that's gonna be hard to stop. Um, but that's not a need. Our need is the defense. That we need either safety, corner, linebacker, or even defensive lineman. Like I said before, is either Jalen Carter. If he falls to you, you might as well grab him up. The cornerback, or the Illinois, what's his name, Williamson.
Williamson with a spoon, I think.
With a spoon from
Yeah.
Illinois. You can grab him up. Joey Porter will be on a board too for you as well.
Them say nobody getting him at the Steelers, man. Them say it's a pack that everybody say that Joey Porter going to the Steelers because they hack it.
But
Like, I don't want
that
to.
is bad, yeah.
I
But
could, let me have you in the draft with him. I get fucked.
but like I said before, this draft has to be a much more defensive minded draft because of what you lost on defense in the off season. You lost about 8 to 10 plays on defense. So I mean, you gotta build back your defense again. I mean, it's not gonna be as dominant as it was last year. But it should be somewhat feasible at least, so that you could have a defense that could compete on the field. But other than I mean, for offense, it's nothing that we looking for on offense really. If we draft Bijan Robinson, I ain't gonna be happy, and I ain't gonna be upset because of the fact that, like I said before, I'd like to see him in our offense. But as I said before, it's not a need. We don't need a running back. You got Penny, you got Gainwell, and you got Boston Scott. Those guys can do the job in the backfield. So you don't need a Bijan Robinson. Like I said before, is a defensive type of player that you need at a 10 pick. Then after 31st pick, you could decide maybe if someone else was a luxury pick, you could decide whether you want to grab a offensive lineman there at that position. If Bijan there at the 31st pick, where I don't think he's gonna make it, but if he's
I
there,
think he will.
if he's there the 31st pick, then you grab him. But if not, maybe an offensive lineman. If not, you go defense again, whether it's safety, linebacker, uh, um, Arcana too. But that's how it is for the first for now. I mean, we've been doing good so far in the past 2 years in drafting first and second round picks so far. Hopefully, Hoy Roseman sticks with it, listening to the scouts. I mean, you know how it was for the past few years drafting horrible receivers, horrible defensive players and stuff like that. So hopefully he's sticking with it now, especially drafting players on the SEC. You see what he's done for you now. I mean, you drafted a Devontae Smith, you drafted a Landon Dickerson. Those two guys are potential All Pro players. So I mean, I think Devontae Smith would have been a Pro Bowler this year. Landon Dickerson was a Pro Bowler this year. You know what I mean? So it's drafting players on the SEC, not going in the Pac-12 and stuff like that, or whatever. But drafting known players who have talent. Even Jordan Davis. I mean, we all know that how he was in the season. He played good in the season, got injured. Then after that wasn't the same. After that, you had to bring in Ndamukong Suh and Lamel Joseph. But we all know that his potential is very high. Sky's the limit for Jordan Davis. I mean, the skill set, the movement, the speed. I mean, he has everything that you want in a nose tackle. So that's what we need to do. Draft right. Get players from the SEC. Listen to your scouts and don't start doing the nonsense of drafting the harbor players like the JJ Sega White said and the Jalen Ragers and those other guys. Draft players who can actually play. Don't tell me you're drafting a player because he got a certain type of wingspan but he can't do damn shit. Are you drafting a player because he could just jump high? Let's actually draft players who can actually play. Leave the analytics inside of the in the bathroom, please. Let's draft. Let's draft. Let's use real talent. Let's use the eye test, please. Forget the analytics. That's the reason why you had horrible drafts the past couple years. So let's do a due diligence and listen to our scouts and draft the right players.
Well, we're gonna see. like you said, we don't know how the draft gonna pan out because it's a very hard one to kind of judge. Like teams could go in all kind of different ways. Of course, we always get trades. Team it's just hard. So we can't really predict it yet. What we do know is we're gonna have a good time watching it on Thursday and on Friday and on Saturday. But it should be very entertaining that first round. I'm sure we're gonna get surprises. Just hope no surprises from our teams, but we're gonna see what happens. So now that we know what we gearing up for, Shane, run that mock draft so we could get it. Oh, we got music?
See, catch me off guard again, man.
Where we got music from?
We got music. We got music out there.
That for the draft? That for our mock draft.
Nah.
Whoa.
You gotta go sleep.
But which one you gotta use again?
Pro football.
Cool. Just us, right? Just our team, right?
Yeah. As we do all our team, we ain't even from here.
You're gonna be here all night.
Right? Oh, cool. At this point, we didn't care about other teams too. All 7 rounds.
Is he good? Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying? The Will Levis steam is full steam ahead. One of them Carolina should take the bait and think. Maybe them, but not me. You send me big bad boys here.
You should not see Joe, Josie.
But that one hurt me, but no. It's Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Ooh.
So that number 2. Woohoo! Big shake up there. Will Levis, see? Will Anderson at 5.
You know them going defense. Wow.
Wow, Bijan.
Wow.
No. I go with Jalen Carter, baby.
Yeah, 3 damn offers here.
No. I want none of that.
Woo!
You check all of that. Jalen Carter.
Just going Carter.
Yeah.
This one at Tennessee, that's a reach.
Wait, what that trade is? I think make a trade by.
Tennessee.
Minnesota.
Chain with the Texans. They're playing cheat. And Davin Cook. Wow. Don't you? I think they have been trying
I eat some chips right now. But this Anthony Richardson's far along this board.
Yeah. He can go now. He can go to the type 2 years.
The Pats.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know
What's
that.
up?
I already know.
The Pats, like that quarterback they had, Zappy.
Yeah.
Look here, pause it. That isn't a bad thing that just do there.
Anthony Richardson, right?
Right, he could come up and Rodgers.
Rodgers, yes. That is a smart move if that was a play like that. All right, keep going.
Should we put a guy in Washington? Should we put a guy in Pittsburgh? The man doesn't sleep. That's a good pick by Seattle. Cam Smith.
Mm-hmm. Wow, flip drop so far.
That's another trade guy in there.
Chiefs went up by wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. Them could have get Heath later on. I mean, had a draft of it.
Mm-hmm.
big. That's big too.
Breezy.
Mhm.
We're going for Luke Van Essen.
You got trade. You got 3 trade offers, man.
I don't 2024 second, 42, 42nd pick.
You can see the rest before you.
What the rest is? 43rd. Go ahead.
Tannehill.
Why you do Tannehill? I'll accept that pick from the Packers.
This one.
Yeah.
That's pick 42 in next year second round. That
Yeah.
deal? Okay. Kid?
I know them are going to trade it. I'll do a sick man.
Olajuwon. See all the edges? I don't know what that executive was talking about. That's a good pick, too, Flowers. Yeah, cool offer shit.
You see? I told them. That don't make sense.
Huh?
That may make sense. I would be going right here. We had a mock draft and then had he going to the second round. That Emmanuel Forbes.
The corner?
Yes, boy. Okay, Mississippi State.
No, I don't want it.
Show again, boy.
They're like you each other.
Boy,
No?
no, I don't want it neither. Again with Kevon White.
The edge?
Yeah, the edge rusher.
Zoom another edge. Fucking that executive need a slap. Ooh. Big pick by Oka. That's a good pick by Dallas too. Like Jesus Christ, that's having a good draft.
A guy with that kind of back, DJ Turner.
Man, defense partner all day long.
You get better. We do not 7 runs tonight?
Yeah, going fast.
But we do our 7 rounds last time too.
Hello.
Mhm. I get my ace on somebody if he make it. Look at fucking man. It just for these. Papo.
Apple.
Yeah, pool.
Owen.
All nobody asked me for a trade.
I'm done with you, fella. You done with everybody.
Give me Zach Harrison by edge rusher.
Eagles.
Give me the linebacker. His name is Deion Henley.
Henley. Okay, young. And them edges, boy. They're playing out the boot. Let me see what we got here, buddy. Let's see what we got here. Boy, that's a beautiful thing sitting right there, now. Mm. Uh, I don't think you can pass him up back. I'm gonna see. I'm going to safety. Jimmy Robinson. Florida State. You got to be fucking crazy. I mean, so long to pick. I don't even know though. Hello, where are you?
Yeah, go sleep.
I'm about to get any. But the Colts draft 2 quarterbacks. Two.
2-2.
Just gotta attack Big Zoo guy.
But nobody want to trade with me again. But I see my partner anyhow. I guarantee the Panthers draft this person, fellas. Jonathan Mingo out of Ole Miss. I guarantee them draft him. I tell you, they fall in love with him that thing.
That's a good pickup.
Jonathan Mingo. You got two boy run youngs on the on the boot.
Yeah. I'm from Tennessee, I'm from Alabama. There you go, shit.
Derek Brock. Hey there. Them got some kind of issues there. The same try to bamboozle me on this. First time I ever see that in my life.
Derek Brock.
Boy, you go there and you draft my partner, the Marvion Overshown linebacker from Texas. That man tried to bamboozle me.
I'm trying to see if you're sleeping, man. If you're watching.
Boy. You got player I want to know. But I don't even know if he gone. I got pick him up right on the corner here.
Yeah, it's the 7th round.
Looking 2 brands guy in Cleveland.
There. Them do that for publicity stuff. Go to offense and go to running backs. He's the perfect complementary thing. He thereby. We done some more? He's the other Texas running back. Rashad Johnson, but he must have
Oh,
gone.
he went long time.
John.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
He went
All
long
right,
time.
go back on Al. I didn't see it. Mm, I attempted to take another way to see what. Click on Taj's Spears there, Shane. What he thing is? What he 59201? He too much of like he ain't gonna go that road with the running back. All right, let me go. Come on for that. At this point, go trade. We need a safety. Go trade in safety to Florida. I didn't even see when Roscoe Johnson get took up.
Yeah, I forget who he went with, but he went long time. He went in the fourth.
A good player.
Yeah, I tell you in the fifth round with a shine, right? So again, Schoonmaker, Luke,
The guy is cool later.
best tight end in the NCAA.
Oh, what else?
No, no. We gotta show up the offensive line. These men have some names, man. That's some names. This dude, I believe for the end of the draft, this dude, I don't know if they can draft him in the fifth round. They've been talking about him a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. So I can draft him. So, Thomas Robinson, quarterback, UCLA.
On the corner, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about damn picks.
I think I got 2 7 wrong picks.
We're in the sixth. Heels and edges.
Edge. Is KG pick come out yet?
But I ain't seen.
Still waiting. I soon go sleep.
I ain't seen. I ain't spotting.
Get ready.
So we do here. See if we wait something else. No. But I got offensive heavy. We have defense. Oh,
Not them kind of things, yeah.
I can go with the edge rusher from Wisconsin. He's gonna clap.
Again, with Xavier Henderson, the safety in Michigan State.
We're gonna go with Anthony Orji from Vanderbilt. Pukanako.
Malik Cunningham, Louisville.
Yeah, man. His name, first name Bumper, last name Pool. I never hear much.
Hmm.
And go with Cam Brown, cornerback Ohio State. Let's do the tackle. And then I'm going to do. Go to another tight end.
All right, so the draft is over. If I was there, GM, I would have Bryce Young. Good pick to me. Emmanuel Forbes, good pick because the cornerbacks. We don't know what's going on. CJ Henderson and Dante Jackson come back from injury. Zach Harrison, well needed. Edge rusher to go alongside Brian Bones. Jonathan Mingo, I think it's going to be a real good pick for us. And Demarion Overshaw, Salah Max marking him to us. Really good for linebackers. And trade Dean, the safety. So I'll live with that. We didn't have much picks. I would like to trade down. After the Saints tell me that they want Derek Brown for some kind of nonsense pick, I would never trade down ever again. So we'll I like that. I can live with that if I saw that on the draft coming up.
All right. Eagles.
But Jalen Carter is a game changer on the defensive line. Him paired up with Jad Davis and Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick would be a great tandem. Be unstoppable on a defensive line. Kevin White would be another great addition to that defensive line rotation. With Reddick and Sweat and Brandon Graham. DJ Turner, the cornerback, would be another addition to what we have there with Avante Maddox, Darius Slay, and James Bradbury. And Davion Henley, the linebacker, probably would be a special teams type player on that side. And same thing for Xavier Henderson.
So you stick with a team of defense.
Defense, straight defense, no offense.
Yep.
Don't need offense.
All right, so I went with safety, which is a need in San Fran, just for depth. I couldn't pass up Keishawn Booty sitting right there. You know, left. You have to take that. He can come in and fill in some of the gaps where we got some of the older guys that he can come in and rotate at wide receiver for either Jawan or Ray McLeod. Offensive tackle, no need to say there. I just need we need more offensive line help. Tight end, like you said, somebody backing up for Kittle. Shoemaker is a good, big, strong, physical receiving tight end. Jared Patterson, I seen his name floating around the scouting. Good center guard, he could play the inside. And then Dorian Thompson, I only drafted him because the 49ers are raving about him. The scouting team is raving about Dorian Thompson. So that's my draft.
So nice little mock draft all in all for the last, I think,
I would be
maybe last
fine
year
with.
before the draft.
I would be fine if I was to get a Jackson like that. Probably the only like I said, the only one thing I would actually like to trade down from 39, a few spots down and pick up well 2 or 3 more picks. But in this case, I didn't get the right draft. But Emmanuel Fabs, I had one mock draft talk highly about him, so I wouldn't mind getting that. So yeah, overall, it was good. That's officially our final mock draft until because Thursday is the official one. Like you said, I think me and Jizzle will be on for the show. Shane, you traveling Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Mute
mute
your mic.
yourself.
I don't know where I'm gonna be closing.
Okay, so we in 2 show. I know me and Jizzle will be on, and we'll go through all the first round picks and an analysis of the first round picks as they're coming in.
Don't be
So
surprised if I'm behind you with a 6-pack of elephants.
yeah, if you're here with me, if you come down, you here with me, you're on the show, we watch it and we see what's going on, and that'll be good. All of us will be here during the show. We'll give our analysis of the first round picks and see how everything goes. But we'll be here. Me and Jizzle will be here, and then we'll see if Shane jumps in. And then on Friday, you got round 2 and 3, and Saturday 4 to 7. So it's all everything leads to Thursday. Outside of the draft, the only other main news was the Aaron Rodgers trade finally went official. Me and Jizzle was trying to go through
Yeah,
the
compensation and all that stuff. I give up.
yeah, so
I
it's
give up
actually
after
Aaron Rodgers. The Jets got Aaron Rodgers, the number 15 pick, and I think a 6th or 7th round pick. The Packers got the number 13 pick, a 2nd round pick, a 6th round pick, and a 2nd round pick next year that can turn into a first
So if you pay 65,
if he plays 65%
But that's a first.
of the thing. Yeah, I think so too. Cause he can play
I think
65%.
that's a decent even trade.
Well, everybody don't see it like that.
A decent even trade.
Some people like it, some people don't like it. I don't know what's going
I
on.
don't think nobody really get fleeced out of that.
Nah, I don't think so neither.
I think
He
a
on
decent
the
even trade.
upside, he can give them maybe 2 years, maybe. If that,
Exactly.
you know.
I mean, the Jets they get Aaron Rodgers, but they still keep that first round pick. They only went from 13 to 15.
Right. And
To me, the Jets beat the Packers.
to be honest, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a big name quarterback, but he old. So would you give up 2 first rounds for Aaron Rodgers?
That's what that see NFL execs rip Rodgers trade. One anonymous official believe Jets gave up way too much for Aaron Rodgers at this point in his life, at this point in his career. I don't know.
I think the type of quarterback he is. Yeah, I think
And
he
the
is.
type of quarterback he is, the age.
Quarterback he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Regardless, he still got. He probably still got
Two, maybe
3 more years left.
years,
And he
maybe. Yeah.
probably could still be MVP next year again. But we all know the issue with Aaron Rodgers is
Yeah.
when it comes to the playoffs, will he perform late
Well,
in the
the,
game?
the only good thing is he ain't gonna be short of weapons compared to how he
That's true
was in
too.
Green Bay. The Jets stack
Plus, you
when
got
it
Brees
comes
Hall over there.
to Brees Hall. You got who else by Corey Davis. You
Yeah.
got
You got
The,
what
the tight end,
what
his name is
right
again.
receivers.
Zuma. But I done got some other receivers I can't remember.
The tight end was rookie of the year.
Yeah. You got young wide receiver, he's a beast.
Yeah,
Running
Remember
back.
they trade Elijah Moore.
You ain't talking with he. The next one.
but Mims still out there too, right?
Think Garrett Wilson.
Gary
Wilson, yeah,
Garrett
he was
Wilson.
rookie of the year.
Mims
Mims
still out
over there.
Mims
You
out
got
there.
Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson,
Mhm.
Mims, and
Brees
they
Hall.
saw they got thing. Them guy he partner. What he partner?
Lazard,
Lazard.
Lazard.
Lazard over there too.
They got a good squad.
And the line is actually is a good line too. So the only
And
problem
Daniel Hackett out there too.
with that is he got into a stack ass division, boy. Not me, not division, conference.
Yes.
I look at the quarterbacks. He got 10 quarterbacks that look real good in the AFC, and sadly enough, 2 or 3 ain't gonna make it.
True.
But if you look at the quarterback rankings from AFC to NFC, boy, it's a big drop off in the NFC, boy. So Aaron Rodgers, good luck. I mean, one less person for we to deal with in the NFC, so I really care.
Even though we said what one him, I don't like. I just never.
At the end of the day, he's
I
Aaron
happy he
Rodgers.
Huh?
Happy he gone.
Yeah. I can't do
We don't want to see him, so we happy. We happy with that. But like we said,
What the NFC got to deal with nobody? Who are we got there?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, boy. That's it. That's it. Jalen Hurts, boy. Oh yeah, and Bryce Young. Bryce Young too. Hold on.
We'll figure it out. Come
That
Thursday.
Thursday at about 8:20, we'll know.
8-10.
You think I'll be so quick? I use the full.
They're handing in. 8-10.
Mock up the draft, eh?
When them sick Carolina Panthers, you are on the clock. Them only save now time because of ratings. That card done right long time. We just that they ain't want us sit. But like you said, Thursday, one of most exciting parts of football. We always highly anticipate our draft night. First round, Thursday, second and third round Friday, 4 to 7 round Saturday. Like I said, we'll be here analyzing the picks on that first round, and then we'll see what happens on Friday and Saturday. But Thursday for sure, we'll be back on to see one of the most exciting events in sports. Just good luck to everybody. And like Shane said, he has a break from Thursday, but he'll be back Friday for the third round picks. Jizzle has 2 first rounds. I have, of course, the number 1 pick. So we got plenty to talk about on Thursday as the draft approaches. But outside of that, I think that's it from us. Just keep liking and subscribing the page. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest news and notes from the NFL. Outside of that, I got nothing else. I'm just waiting for who the Panthers select on Thursday with that first pick.
Yep.
We ready in the draft room? Just waiting for when I them mock up the draft. See what we can get.
You got a long time, bye.
All right. Other than that, peace out.
Peace.
See you at the draft.